guys! The other day my little sister sent me these shoes that were super cute. They were like kind of a chunky heel with embroidery on it, and I thought obviously that they were super cute and I wanted some. And of course, the first thing I think when I want something is, how can I make that? So I thought that I could show you guys how I made some today. I'm actually using some store-bought appliques just because I didn't feel like whipping out all of my embroidery stuff. If you guys are interested in seeing embroidery videos from me, I'll leave some up here. You can go check them out. I've done a few, but today is going to be a pretty easy project, so let's get started. You'll need a pair of shoes, mirrored patches or applique, spare fabric, scissors, an iron, shoe glue, and toothpicks. I was being indecisive about what kind of design I wanted for these shoes, so I ended up getting these mirrored but kind of asymmetrical bird patches, and I also got 2 different kinds of decorative trim, thinking I could just cut the designs from that. I couldn't decide which design I wanted to go with. Well, right off the bat, I eliminated this white and pearl beaded ribbon because I felt like it was too bridal. It was between the birds and this shell type design. After moving the designs around and having a brief consultation with my older sister, I ultimately decided on the birds. They just looked so nice against the gray shoes. In the original shoes, the design is on the heel part of the shoe, which I wanted to do, but the shoes that I got don't have as high of a heel, and the patch that I got just barely fit. I would kind of have to cut it up a little bit to make it totally fit, which I didn't really want to do too much. So I decided to ditch the heel design and move the patch up to the part where your heel sits into, the upper heel. What is this part of the shoe called? The counter? Anyway, I decided to move the design there. These patches have an iron-on adhesive backing, but I didn't even want to attempt to use an iron on the shoe. I also didn't think it would be the best to glue the patch on with just the adhesive because I was scared the smooth backing would just make it peel off eventually. I researched some ways to remove the iron-on backing, which included boiling the patch until the backing melts off, or ironing the patch onto fabric and peeling it off while it's still warm, leaving the adhesive stuck in the fabric. I didn't do either of these because I was worried about the really thin areas of this patch getting messed up, so I opted to just iron the patches onto some spare fabric and then meticulously cutting around the patches. Ideally, you'd want to use fabric that matches the shoe, just in case you can't be super precise with cutting. So then they were ready for gluing. I highly suggest something like shoe glue or E6000 or something like that. It's strong but still a little bit flexible, which is perfect for shoes. I spread a thin layer over half of the patch with a toothpick and stuck it in place. Then I carefully applied glue to the rest of it and pressed it down. To make sure it stuck down well around the curves of the shoe, I held it in place for a few seconds. I repeated this for the other side, and then I was done. I absolutely love how these turned out. I can't wait to have an excuse to wear them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. I post art videos every Tuesday and DIY videos every Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and Twitch, and I'll leave the information to all of those down below. Thank you to my patrons for helping me produce this video. If you are interested in becoming a patron or just learning about what Patreon is, I'll leave a link up here and you can go check mine out. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next week.